Okay, we never speak of what happened in the last part ever again. Trust me. This is part 7 of Dragon Quest 2, part of Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD-2D Remake. Yes, I grinded, sad to say, but it was necessary, because turns out Caradoc needed Kabuff. Without that, how was I supposed to beat that boss? Jeez, it was just embarrassing. Hopefully, this doesn't happen ever again. Let me tell you, if it did, I'd be mad. But that's alright with me, because let's be honest, that's not why you're here. You're here today because we gotta get ourselves back to work. We got a ship. And now that we have a ship, we could explore. And our job now is to travel the realm to help out those in need. Seriously, there is so much for us that we need to do. It's just nuts. But there are also some special stuff that we can get our hands on today. Remember when we got the ship in Dragon Quest 3? Nice, we get 2 vials of holy water and 82 coins. As well as a suit of gold mail. Oh, that's nice. Means I could actually sell that and make a bit of profit. That means I gotta go all the way around. Gotta get southwest of Rippleport. But it's also home to new enemies. Yeah, let's add the Rose Whip. These guys constantly healing could actually be a problem. Fine, eat Crackle. Well, that's one. Yeah, they keep adding defenses and I'll just keep on attacking. That's not going to make much of a difference. Well, let's see if lightning will work. I see, it's weak to lightning attacks. Should have made note of that. Oh, excellent. They're back. Let's add a lightning slash to it for good measure. Buffing will not save you. Yeah, them keeping the buffing is only going to make it harder. But we just use magic to wipe them out. Well, at least that's good. Yeah, let's use a holy water and see if it'll make it a bit easier. I'm happy we finally got our hands on the ship. Oh, guess not. Looks like we have trouble. Ah, great. Doesn't matter. You still go down. Oh, no. Paranel. Dude. Dude. Yeah, keep bringing back up. That's not gonna save you.
That was close.
That was, like, embarrassing. Stop that. That was just bad. Real bad. Now I better make sure I get her. Good. Don't die on us. On the other hand, it actually did help. Supposed to be a secret spot somewhere. Welp. Man-o-wars and Murlusks. That's not good.
I shall sweep you aside.
That's never a good sign. Now to hurry before Caradoc bites the dust. Caradoc bites the dust. Good. Hawkmen. Nice. Paranel's now level 19. So that's where the spot is, huh? Down there. That's painful. It's never good. No amount of defense will save you from death. Guess I get a better reality about this. Holy Water's effects wear off. And this one that says Mini Medal number 22. And this one that says a pink pearl. Nice. Looks like we're gonna have to head way down. Not to mention, I gotta make sure... Yeah, I don't want you getting wiped at a disadvantage right now. Oh goody, they're too stunned, which means we get a free turn. Good. That deals with the Murlocs. Well, that was easy. Ah, there it is. Better make sure I take him down fast. No sleeping. Very good. Damn. That did it. This one nets has a silk apron, as well as a pair of slime earrings, and a silver platter. Let's also pay a visit. Right here. That's going to be useful for later. The lighthouse. Supposed to be a sanctum northeast of the lighthouse. That might work. And now we gotta move northeast. There's a sanctum. But it's just battle after battle after battle. Isn't that a bit much? Fine, let's make everything explode. That's at least working. You know that's not going to do you any good. Yeah, keep buffing. That's not going to save you. That's not helpful. Dealing with these sea slimes is like dealing with annoyance. But the grinding we get is kind of worth it. Since if I'm gonna get stronger, this is the best way how. Come on, can I at least land? Not again! That did it. Thankfully, she's still healing up. But I'm not gonna risk it.
That was close.
Yeah, keep buffing. Like I said, it's not gonna help you out.
It's getting rather chilly.
Yeah, this is starting to get redundant fast. And plus, I don't have the ability to deal with multi-target. But if it means leveling myself to get stronger, it'll be worth it. Gawain's now level 19. And this is the Sanctum. Well, well, well. This nets us MIDI medal number 23. Not to mention, they even added the overworld theme from the first game. Okay, so we got that done. Now we need to head for the Shrine of the Spirit. Oh, Murlocs. At least they're not that much of a challenge. Good. Let's finish the job. Good riddance. What a pain. This one nets us a medicinal herb and a moonwort bulb, as well as a seed of luck. Mummies. Yeah, make them all burn.
You're too kind.
Call for backup, it will not save you.
This may burn.
That takes care of them all. Goodbye. This is the Shrine of the Spirit, and my god, what happened here? A lot has changed in 100 years. Not all of it was good. We get our hands on a vial of magic water. And this nets us a full moon ring. Well, it's time for us to head off to Rippleport. And let's get ourselves also rested up, because no way in hell am I going to be at a disadvantage now. Seriously, I need some R&R. That did it. Let's move. Fully rested and rejuvenated. We've already gotten 23 medals so far. So we have to head up here. But there's a spot here let's check out first. Nose for treasure. Nope, there's nothing here. But it's nice to mark on the map. Right here. We've arrived in the town of Gallenholm. Don't worry, we'll be visiting it later. The reason why we do that is so that way it can be easier. West of the mountains, west of the cave of the lake. Let's zoom out for a bit. Up there. Alright, let's just attack. Let's check this one out here. No treasure here. Bummer. Don't you hate it when you're trying to look for treasure only to find all for nothing? We'll have to head west. And these guys don't let us go without a fight. Fine. Fuddling ain't gonna work. No, but getting waxed certainly will. Yeah, they're weak to wind. Get wrecked. Right here. Two treasures. Come on, where is it? That means I gotta move around to find the interact button. Mother of mercy! Come on, where are you? Said the treasure's here. Where is it? There it is. This nets us money as well as a mini medal. We're done here. Next stop, Gallenholm. Now let's check the place out. I can tell a lot has changed in 100 years. This one nets as a tangle web. And a seed of wisdom. And we get a holy water. Let's head into the inn. That chest is not until later. This one gets us a set of Wayfarer's clothes. This nut says a suit of shell armor. Yeah, but it's been 100 years, and things have been peaceful ever since the Dragonlord bit the dust. But I wonder if their wares are any better. The Staff of Sentencing. The Staff of Sentencing would be nice for Paranal. Good, that should do it. This one nests us some strong medicine. And this one nets us a vial of magic water. There's not much we can do here because we can't explore it yet unless we have the ultimate key. Nice, an oaken club. And this nets as a dancer's costume. Unfortunately, there really isn't much else here, so we're done. So now it's time for us to explore the world of Alefgard. And since 100 years have passed, Alefgard has expanded. Seriously, it has. This used to be the whole place for what Dragon Quest I was all about. Now, it's just a peaceful kingdom that's just a small thing. Something so small, now overwhelmed by bigger. And looks like we have weak enemies to deal with. They're no big deal. But the experience they give you is just no biggie. If I encounter more of these, then they'll just be nothing more. Or better yet, not. There you go. Tantegel's right there. This nets us a moonwort bulb and 2 antidotal herbs. But it's imperative that we get all the locations marked on the map for faster travel. First is Tantegel. This is where our journey began. Alright, we have that marked on the map. We also need to visit several other areas too, such as Erdrick's Hollow. Erdrick Hollow, the Shrine of Rain, as well as the town of Cole. Not to mention there's an item here we can get. Right here. 2 medicinal herbs and a dazzle-me knot. And a seed of agility. Now we need to head into the Shrine of Rain. And this place been covered by darkness. Yep, something has happened here. And this nets us 2 files of Unsealant, a seed of defense, and a seed of stamina. Very good. This is the town of Cole. Trust me, adding them all in is going to make this a hell of a lot easier. And it's still just as peaceful as I remember. There's actually a secret spot here. Nice. Another one. This one nets us a tangle web. And this one nets us a set of garish garb. And finally, this one gets us some money. Okay, so we took care of much of it. Let us now head for Erdrick's Hollow. That's our next stop. Besides, there really isn't that much else, just some stuff we need to get. And the place is still just as nuts as I remember. And besides, we're not gonna... If we deal with any enemies, they're just no biggie. Honestly, Caradoc? You may as well need the boomerang. First chest here nets us some money. Oh, glorious. Skeletons and lunatics. Seriously, you're no big deal now. This part's imperative because I want to see what everything else is about. Also, I need to actually set up my shortcut commands. I don't need evac, but I have safe passage. And let's add holy protection for good measure. Holy protection's gonna make this a hell of a lot easier. Fine, take them all out. Yeah, having holy protection is going to be easier. And this one nets us a divine dagger. Now let's head down to the basement. Yep, the second basement. And this one nets us a seat of defense. We need to make sure to get the pots on the west side. Plus, holy protection just makes it a whole lot easier to explore a dungeon at your leisure. Boss fights are nice and all, but dude, it's a bit much. According to the map, this entire place was cleaned out. And we get here, we get a dragon scale, and we get a chimera wing. Those are kind of useless. Let's open these two chests here. Nice, we get a buff scroll. And we net a Kaklang. Speaking of which... No, we'll hold on to that. Any one of them can learn that. Yeah. The gravestone. Uh-huh. This thing's already messed. It's been 100 years. And we get mini medal number 26. So... let's head to our next stop. Tantegel. But wait, why do I feel like I'm missing something? Yeah, the Quagmire Cave. I forgot about that. And the Quagmire Cave is below us. That's the Craggy Cave. Oh yeah, it's on the other side. Don't worry, we'll make sure we check that out in a bit. For now, let's head to Tantegel. Besides, much of our time is just to see what it's all about. And clean the place out. Alright, this nets us a Chimera Wing. Yeah, no way. Nice, we get 2 medicinal herbs. Now let's make sure we get to the pot here. This gives us another Dazzle Me Nut. Now where's that item shop? The item shop's there. Nice, a tombola ticket. 4 of them! Do I have enough to try again? No. I'm gonna save up. I'll save that for a later part when I have to deal with that crap again. Because we're not gonna go gambling that help me ending up, aw dang it, all that garbage. Nice, we get a file of magic water. This one nets us a file of unsealant. Alright, not much else here. Now let's head for that other house on the north side here. This one nets us an angel bell. Nice, we get the Bang Scroll. And this one nets us 1,000 gold coins. And, yeah, I know. Never forget what the hero legend had done. And this one nets us a Seed of Strength. Now we gotta head to the pier. Nice, a Seat of Defense here. Now let's head to the building's 2 floors and get whatever we can here. This nest has boxer shorts, no doubt. And this nest has a leather cape. Now it's time for us we pay a visit to the castle.
Fair Tantegel, where the mantle of Erdrick was bestowed upon the great hero for his unstinting efforts to save the realm. With his quest complete, he took Tantegel's princess for his bride, and together they built a new home. Your home, Middenhall. The scions of Middenhall founded Cannock, then Moonbrook. Thus came there to be 3 kingdoms that traced their lineage back to mighty Erdrick.
But wherefore do I wax lyrical so? You have doubtless heard the story 1,000 times.
'Tis a force of habit, I'm afraid. I would often regale my father with what I had learned in my lessons, and he would add to my knowledge or correct me on my miscomprehensions. I can only apologize if it appeared I was lording my learning over you.
We thought nothing of the sort. I am naught but impressed, not only with your learning, but that you could have such high-flown conversation with your father. The instructions I received from my own father were somewhat less edifying. Tidy thy room. Take thine elbows off the table. Wilt thou please cease bickering with thy sister?
Oh, I didn't know. It sounds like wise advice to me. I never was the most devoted student either.
Even that which I do learn has a nasty habit of leaving me moments later.
It's good to know that at least one of us knows what's what. Takes the burden off the shoulders, eh, cuz?
Yeah.
Well, if you insist, I shall share what I know, what I deem it relevant.
Excellent. Though forgive us if we laggards cannot add to your knowledge the way your father did.
Not at all. There is much and more I do not know. Let us learn together. We will need more than mere brawn, the best Hargon after all.
And what better place to begin than here in Tantegel, the land of legend?
For the time being, let us seek an audience with the king. We must tell him of the tragedy that befell my kingdom, that he might avoid the same fate befalling his. And should he know aught we do not of Hargon and the sigils, he can enlighten us on that front too.
A splendid suggestion, cousin.
To the throne room then. Lead on.
We arrive in Tantegel Castle. This one nets us a pot lid. There's another one here. Moonwort bulb. And now we enter here. Right around here. This nets us some money, 17 gold coins, a seed of wisdom. And this nets us some strong medicine. Now let's head for the throne room.
This is the throne room, but where is the king?
Pray, pardon the sudden intrusion. I am the Princess of Moonbrook, and these are my cousins of Middenhall and Cannock. We seek an audience with His Majesty.
Ha ha ha, Your Highness! Didst thou think I would forget thee so soon? But wherefore didst thou bring thy companions today? Ah, but of course! Thou hast invited the kingdoms of thy kin to join our little tourney.
My apologies, but what is this tourney of which thou speakst? We come here today to inform you of the massacre of Moonbrook.
Massacre? But Highness, surely thou jestest. Thou didst visit us but a day hence, and proposed that our armies partake in drills together.
I did?
Why, yes. Thou wert of the opinion that such a tourney would help ensure our knights were in prime condition. Preparations are already underway.
But how can this be? I have never before set foot in Tantegel till this very day.
Come, Princess, cease this game. Thou knowest full well thou wert here. Thou didst show to me the mark of Moonbrook.
I bore the mark.
But the Mark of Moonbrook was stolen by the monsters, was it not? When they sacked the castle.
By the goddess, if this is true, then who did I meet? What is happening?
I am afraid, dear Chancellor, that thou hast been hoodwinked by a thieving fiend in a pretty dress. Ah, pretend you didn't see that.
Majesty, I thought thou wert abed. Instead, I see thou hast been tending to thy duties most thoroughly.
Yes, though it would seem not nearly thoroughly enough. Tell me, did this imposter princess happen to share aught else of note?
Well, She did inquire as to how one might reach the Dragonlord's castle from here. I endeavored to dissuade her from making such a dangerous journey, but she did not appear overly concerned by my warnings.
The site where Erdrick bested the Dragonlord? What in blazes would the monsters be seeking there?
It would behoove us to find out. Speaking of which, what bringeth you three to Tantegel? Is it truly as the princess saith? Hath Moonbrook fallen? Is that so? You young scions of Erdrick quest to slay the wicked Hargon. A perilous duty indeed.
We are well aware. And should there be any doubt in your mind as to our identities, we come bearing the marks of Cannock and Middenhall.
Most convincing. Yet, could one not conceive that the princess we received was the true royal, and you are the impostrous thieves?
What? No, our fathers bestowed the marks unto us, I swear. Look into my eyes and you will know that what I say is true. This is the steely gaze of a prince, not the shifty ogle of a base beast.
Yes, most convincing, I'm sure. But so was the princess who visited us but a day since. Lo, how my blood boileth to know that beasts masquerade as scions of Erdrick. As the ruler of the kingdom which gave the hero his title and birthed his bride, I will not stand for it.
Your Majesty, I neglected to tell you we have another artifact in our possession. One that proves our lineage beyond doubt. Show him.
We take out the princess's pledge.
My. The necklace gifted to the hero by his maiden, our fair Princess Gwaelin. That it should shine so brightly in your presence is proof enough that the hero's blood runneth in your veins. Pray accept my unreserved apologies, Highnesses. And, Princess, allow me to express my heartfelt condolences for thy kingdom's plight.
Thank you, Majesty.
How to proceed? If the High Priest Hargon is at large once more, we must exercise the utmost caution. Chancellor? Tell the knight captains to stay their wooden swords. Instead, we must steal this city against invasion. Doubtless, the monsters schemed to lure our knights out in lighter armor. They would have been lambs to the slaughter, if not for our visitors.
Verily, our nation oweth them a great debt.
Forgive me, young heroes, but the Chancellor and I have much to discuss. Wait for me atop the battlements, and I will join you anon.
Well, at least that's something, right? Then let's explore the second floor in the meantime. Yeah, the throne room, the second floor. I could have swore. Wait, is it on the west side then? Fine, we'll just have to head outside. Looks like we won't get our answers there.
Do you suppose that the voice we heard in Rippleport knew of the monster's plot here? Might this be one of the great dangers it spoke of?
I haven't the foggiest, but we must be grateful nonetheless.
For at the very least, it shows we have one more ally out there who shares our goal. Yes, you're right.
Now, I believe we had just finished speaking of your quest to vanquish Hargon. Have you learned aught of the fiend's whereabouts?
Alas, not yet. One purpose for which we travel the realm is to discover exactly that.
Then it is as I had assumed. I had myself had not heard his name since the fall of Renderak. Though I know of someone who may know more, and the means by which you might visit him. Here. The Rainbow Drop! I am not sure I follow. That is the Rainbow Drop, a treasure of over that alloweth one to conjure a bridge to the island of the Dragonlord.
Then thou wouldst have us make for the Dragonlord's castle?
Precisely, and I would have you speak with its sole occupant. Though I have never had the chance to make his acquaintance, it is said that naught occurred in this world that escaped his watchful eye. If any knoweth of Hargon's whereabouts, it is he.
What manner of man is this, your majesty? Some kind of sage?
I think it's best you confirm that with your own eyes. As I said, I have never met the man and do not wish to give credence to mere hearsay. Though be warned, the impostor princess may too be making for the castle. May the goddess watch over you all. Nose for treasure. 3 treasures here. Okay, we got the first one, a phial of holy water. Now we gotta explore everything around. I wish we had the ability to let you reveal where the treasures are. Makes it easier to find them. It makes it less of a hassle, too. There it is, a seed of luck. And some strong medicine. Yeah, we're gonna end it here, and next part will continue. This part is just us exploring and arriving in the kingdom of Alefgard. It has seen better days. Not here. I guess I know exactly where they are. And this one here is Mini Medal 26. I'll have to head to the other side now. All right, this must be the rest. We got a set of noble garb. We get money, and we got a pouch of coagulant. Now let's head for the backyard. Right here. This one nets us a seat of agility. Nice. And this one nets us money, 56. And we can't even unlock that. Unfortunate. So for now, let us head back to Tantegel. I think we're done here. Yeah, that's it. We're kind of done here because we spent over an hour. But our journey toward Alefgard is not finished. Not even close. So that's going to be it for this part of Dragon Quest II. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell, and I will see you in the next. This is MegamanNG signing off. Peace out. Thank God it's a needed reprieve.